welcome back to An Apple a Day. It's me. This is my second episode, so if you haven't watched the first one, watch it. It's about an iMac secret. Again, if you don't have an iMac, you'll be able to watch this one. The first one's just for iMacs, though. Today, I haven't decided what to do. Actually, what we're going to talk about in this is a book review. So I have decided what I'm going to do. We're going to do a book review. It's a book about Apple. Apple Confidential by Owen Lizmayer. It came out. Let's see, I have the book right here. Came out in 04, the rewrite edition, so this is the book cover and the review. Right there. So, it's a good book. I've made it so far to page 77. The book starts out with, well, obviously it starts out with an acknowledgement and introduction. So let's see. I'm not going to read that, but it starts out, the first actual chapter is called The Genius of Apple. And, good book so far. What this book is about is it's somewhat of a field diary, I guess, of Apple. The author, Owen Lizmayer, originally he was an employee at Apple, so he saw some of this, and it just gives the story. It's not about Steve Jobs or Steve Wozniak in particular. I mean, they're in there, obviously, but they are not completely, they're not, I mean, the story's not about them. It's actually about the computer company. And it's from its beginning up to 04, and it even has a Macintosh timeline. I can't find it though, but it has a Macintosh timeline, which is really, really cool to look at. It doesn't even have my model iMac in there because it only goes up to 04. It does have the one with the really cool swervy monitor. Speaking of that, there's a really awesome video. It was the Apple ad for that iMac that you should check out. It's only 21 seconds, but it's hilarious. Anyway, not about that. It's about the book. Book was written in 04, or well, actually, it was written before that, but they revised it and expanded it in 04. So this is a second edition. The better edition. I haven't read the original. I don't have the original. I do own this book. Great book. Great book. So, yeah. I would suggest, if you're an adult in particular, you would probably find this story interesting. If you're a teenager, maybe. There's a better book for you all to read. I'm reading it, and I'm a teenager, but anyway. There's a better book for you all to read that I'll review later, but unfortunately it's directly about Steve Jobs, not about Apple. So I tell you what, if a great website to check out for books would be worldcat.com. That's worldcat.com. And that's a good place to look. What it does is you can enter your zip code, and it'll show you a list of your library's books that it has, and nearby libraries that have the book you're looking for. You can do it by subject too. So anyway, this book is $19.95 new. I got it on Amazon.com for $1.96. You can get it cheaper than that now. And it discusses a lot of Apple's big successes, such as the Apple Newton, which I'll tell you about at a later date, and the evolution of the Newton, the iMac, the invention, the team that invented it, and the time when John Sculley was a CEO, and how Apple is failing, and even has a Windows timeline, and the competition between those two. Well, there's John Sculley right there with a piece of paper in his hand, referring that he looks like Britain's Neville Chamberlain. Then it's got quotes from other books and magazines from Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and Steve Wozniak. A very good chapter to read so far is a very good chapter to read anyway is Woz's Wanderings, and it's a pretty good book as well. And then, let's see, this is the evolution of the Apple Macintosh up to a certain point, just sort of a fun little sketch there. So yeah, but this is a good book, a good summer read, good winter read, good read period. And it's really cheap on Amazon. You know, like I said, I got it for $1.96, and then I looked on there a few days later, and it was like 96 cents or something. And so, it's got chapters about what Steve Jobs did with Next Computer, and it's just a really great book. So, I suggest it, highly suggest it, and thank you for tuning in to An Apple a Day. This is my second episode. Watch my first episode. And thank you for watching, and have a good day.